For over a decade, the smartphone world has been defined by a single epic rivalry: iOS versus Android. This competition has shaped not just the devices we use, but the way we communicate, work, and play. It's a battle that's influenced everything from app development to the very culture of technology itself. Apple's iOS stood for a premium, seamless experience with its tightly integrated hardware and software, while Android offered openness, customization, and a world of choice. Each platform attracted its own loyal following, with users often passionately defending their side. Users picked sides, and the industry followed suit, building two powerful, rarely overlapping ecosystems. App stores, accessories, and even messaging apps became battlegrounds for brand loyalty. But in 2025, the ground is shifting. User loyalty is no longer a given. The lines that once divided iOS and Android users are starting to blur, as people reconsider what they truly want from their devices. More people are quietly moving from iOS to Android, not in a flood, but a steady current. This isn't just a trend among tech enthusiasts, it's happening across all kinds of users, from students to professionals. This migration signals changing consumer priorities. Price, flexibility, and practical value are now challenging brand loyalty. People are weighing the real-world benefits of their devices, not just the logo on the back. We'll explore why this shift is happening, from global market dynamics and pricing, to hardware variety and user experience. The smartphone landscape is more diverse and competitive than ever before. Today's smartphone choice is less about brand allegiance and more about what fits evolving needs. People are looking for devices that match their lifestyles, budgets, and expectations. Android, once seen as less polished, has matured into a flexible, appealing alternative, even for longtime iPhone users. Its improvements in design, security, and features are winning over new fans every day. The story of iOS versus Android is no longer about which is better, but which is better for you. The focus has shifted to personal preference, practical needs, and the value each device brings to your daily life. This shift reveals how technology and economics are redefining what makes a smartphone truly valuable. In this new era, the winner isn't a brand, it's the user who finds the perfect fit. Zoom out, and the numbers are clear. Android dominates globally, commanding over 70% of the smartphone market share. Its reach is vast, stretching across continents and cultures, making it the most widely used mobile operating system on the planet. In countries like India, Brazil, and China, Android is nearly universal, making it the default choice for billions of people. Its presence is woven into daily life, from bustling city streets to rural villages, connecting people everywhere. iOS, meanwhile, is strongest in the world's wealthiest nations, like the US, Japan, Canada, and the UK, where it often leads the market. In these regions, the iPhone is not just a device, but a status symbol and a lifestyle choice. This split isn't accidental. Google's open-source Android strategy enabled a flood of devices at every price point, perfect for price-sensitive markets. Manufacturers can innovate and compete, offering options for every budget and need. Brands like Samsung and Xiaomi tailor Android phones for local needs, ensuring accessibility everywhere. They adapt features, languages, and even hardware to suit regional preferences, making Android truly global. Apple, by contrast, focuses on premium, high-margin products, resonating in countries with higher disposable incomes. The company's tightly controlled ecosystem and emphasis on design and security appeal to those seeking a luxury experience. The iPhone is an aspirational device, measured by revenue and profit, not just units sold. Apple's strategy is about creating desire and exclusivity, driving loyalty among its users. The result: Android is the OS for the world, iOS for the world's richest. This divide shapes not just technology choices, but also cultural and economic identities. Economic lines often double as operating system dividing lines, with wealthier regions gravitating toward iOS and emerging markets embracing Android. Two different strategies, two different paths to success, one built on accessibility and scale, the other on exclusivity and brand power. The global map of smartphones is as much about economics and social trends as it is about technology, revealing how our choices reflect the world we live in. The number one reason users leave Apple for Android? Cost. The average Android phone sells for around $280. Even the cheapest iPhone starts at $799. For many, the iPhone's prestige no longer justifies the price. Android manufacturers now deliver high-quality, feature-rich phones for a fraction of the cost. Mid-range Androids offer OLED screens, strong cameras, and all-day battery, often for less than half the price of an iPhone. Android's affordability extends to repairs and accessories, thanks to universal standards like USB-C and a thriving third-party market. For families, students, and budget-conscious buyers, these savings add up fast. Android's philosophy of choice at every price point meets the global need for accessible technology. In a world where smartphones are essential, Android's democratization of tech is its superpower. Beyond price, carrier deals and hardware variety are pulling users to Android in 2025. Carriers offer aggressive Android bundles, like a Pixel phone, watch, and tablet for the cost of taxes with a new plan. Samsung's foldables, like the Galaxy Z Fold, are deeply discounted with trade-ins, making cutting-edge tech accessible. iPhone deals, by contrast, are more restrictive, often requiring recent trade-ins or bundling with other Apple services. Android's hardware diversity is unmatched. Hundreds of models, from dozens of brands, each with unique features. Whether you want a rugged phone, a stylus, a foldable, or a battery beast, Android has it. This variety drives innovation and gives users true freedom of choice. Aggressive deals plus endless options make Android an increasingly attractive switch. Customization is where Android truly stands apart. iOS offers a polished, consistent experience, but at the cost of control. Home screens are rigid, default apps are limited, and the look is dictated by Apple. Android, in contrast, is built for personalization. Swap launchers, rearrange widgets, change default apps, and tweak nearly every aspect of your device. Power users can automate tasks, install custom keyboards, and tailor their workflow. For those who want their phone to reflect their personality and needs, Android's flexibility is a breath of fresh air. While Apple has added some customization, it's still limited compared to Android. For many, this freedom is a key reason to make the leap. The iOS versus Android choice is shaped by income and age. iPhone users average over $53,000 a year, Android users about $37,000. Apple's premium pricing attracts higher earners, while Android's range appeals to a broader economic spectrum. Age matters too. Gen Z and millennials in the US overwhelmingly prefer iPhones, making them a social norm. Older users lean Android, valuing practicality and cost-effectiveness. iPhone users spend more on apps and in-app purchases, making iOS a lucrative market for developers. This spending creates a feedback loop. More premium apps launch on iOS, reinforcing its high-end image. Android's Play Store, meanwhile, is filled with free, ad-supported apps for value-focused users. Switching to Android means joining an ecosystem built on value, not just prestige. The app ecosystem battle is quantity versus revenue. Google Play offers over 3.5 million apps, Apple's App Store, about 1.7 million, but with stricter curation. Despite Android's larger user base, Apple's App Store generates nearly double the revenue. iOS users are more willing to pay, so developers often launch there first. But Android users are more responsive to push notifications, making them valuable for engagement-driven apps. Switching to Android means access to more apps, including tools Apple would never allow to ignore, but sometimes at the cost of polish. As Android's user base grows, the app gap is closing. The trade-off: more choice and flexibility, but sometimes less refinement. Both platforms inspire fierce loyalty, but switching patterns reveal the real story. Android's retention rate is slightly higher, up to 91%, thanks to its variety and value. Apple's ecosystem is sticky, with iMessage, FaceTime, and AirDrop keeping users in the fold. But more users are now moving from iOS to Android than the other way around. Only 11% of Android users came from iOS, while 18% of iPhone users are former Android owners. The main reason for switching to Android? Price and flexibility. Those moving to iPhone cite user experience, but the net migration now favors Android. The data shows. Apple attracts some seeking premium, but Android's practical appeal is winning the numbers game. The core value propositions, Apple's experience versus Android's value, are clearer than ever. By the end of 2025, the iOS versus Android rivalry has reached a turning point. The smartphone landscape is shifting faster than ever, and the reasons go far beyond simple brand loyalty. For years, iPhone was the upgrade, the premium seamless choice. Apple's ecosystem design and status symbol appeal made it the go-to for millions seeking the best experience. But now, economics drive the shift. Android offers flagship features at every price, making it the pragmatic pick. From budget-friendly models to high-end powerhouses, Android's range is unmatched. Aggressive carrier deals and hardware diversity amplify Android's appeal. Carriers are pushing Android with trade-in offers, discounts, and flexible payment plans, making it easier than ever to switch. Users aren't just picking an OS, they're choosing from hundreds of devices to fit their needs and budget. Whether you want a gaming powerhouse, a camera-centric phone, or a compact device, Android has it all. iOS still wins on security, polish, and a lucrative app ecosystem, and many are happy to pay for that. Apple's walled garden remains a strong draw for those who value privacy and seamless integration. But Android's adaptability, affordability, and freedom are winning over new users. Customization options, open software, and the ability to truly make your phone your own are swaying more people every year. The steady migration from iOS to Android reflects a maturing market where value and personalization matter most. People are rethinking what they want from their devices, and Android is meeting those evolving needs. Android's open philosophy makes it the OS for the many, and its momentum is only growing. As more users discover the benefits of choice and flexibility, Android's influence expands. The smartphone story is no longer about which is best, but which is best for you, right now. In 2025, the power of choice is shaping the future of mobile technology.